Happy Sunday, folks, and welcome back to this Thing of Ours podcast.
Where we talk about all of life's highs and lows.
And everything in between. And we did something really cool. I think it was pretty cool. Well, it was cool because I got to leave work early. So I think that's cool.
The only reason?
Well, other than going to the game show, we went to The Price is Right live.
Yeah, the live stage show.
What do you say, everybody? Who's ready to play? Who's ready to win? For 52 years, The Price is Right has given away over $500 million in cash and prizes. Who wants some? Listen, I want to hear from all the ladies. Let me hear from the men. Let me hear from the single ladies. How you doing, Karen? Are you feeling good, Canada? You look great. Who here watches The Price is Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, where are my loyal friends that watch every single day? Oh, there's a lot of us. Isn't unemployment wonderful?
Everyone kept asking me, how did you end up finding tickets for this?
I have the Ticketmaster app on my phone, and I just randomly look once in a while, see what's happening, and it was there. And I always thought, The Price is Right was really cool. I remember growing up as a kid, and like my grandparents, like my parents, aunts and uncles, and like the older generation, they watched it like religiously, right? It was just something that they did, and then I did with them.
Yeah.
So like I've always been kind of attached to The Price is Right. Yeah. So yeah, I just seen it and I was like, oh, this would be actually really cool to go to. And just so happens they were actually coming to Ottawa. We didn't even have to like go out anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
So we made shirts. We had a hard time finding which color we wanted to go with. We wanted a color that, will stand out. But it's funny enough, everyone had that same mindset. So when you walked in, everyone was wearing multiple colors.
Yep.
You just blended right in.
Yeah, like that's just a thing people do, right? And it's funny though, because when we were like actually going to pick out shirts, I don't know why. Like I said, I've been watching the show for years, but it didn't clue into me, and we ended up buying separate color shirts.
Yeah.
Right? But then we brought them home, and then the night that we were gonna make the shirts, we were like, wait a second. Aren't we like supposed to be like matching as if we're like in a group? Like everybody that goes in a group, they all buy like one color shirt. Like, yes, it's a bright it stands out, yellow, blue, green, whatever color they choose, they all buy the same color, and then they make like kind of matching shirts, right?
Yeah.
But we bought separate color shirts, so you had to go back to the store, exchange those for the same color, and we finally settled on, what was it?
I think
Yellow?
it was green.
No, we went yellow.
We went yellow?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we did. Wow. Okay, so I think we went yellow.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We went with the yellow. But yeah, we each did our own different print on the shirt. But tell me how. Where'd we go? We bought it at Walmart, eh?
No, we went to Michael's.
No,
store.
not the shirts. Not the shirts. We printed our own shirts. And we had to buy the...
Oh, the paper. Yeah, we bought it from Walmart.
Print. Tell me how this thing was supposed to come with 4. And someone peeled the regular, like, circle sticker and put just, like, the clear, like, Scotch tape or whatever it is over top. And they stole 2 of them out of it.
Yeah, and you were still charged $20 for it.
Yep.
And the craziest thing is not like we take it from the front. Like when you guys go to the grocery store or even if you're going clothes shopping, right? I always take from the back. I never I try on the clothes from the front, but then when I actually go purchase something, I always take it from the back. Yeah. I put it back as if I'm not taking it, and then I grab one from the back. Because I think no one tried it, no one touched it. So I'm
I'm just looking over at your Vaseline right now, right? And I know you've went to the store sometimes and you were in a rush, whatever. You just grab the one at the end and then you get home and there's like a fingerprint in it.
Yeah, that happened to me once.
Yeah.
I was so disgusted. I could not believe it.
Like someone literally needed
Their lips
Vaseline
were
or
cracked.
hand lotion or whatever it was at the time. I don't remember. They needed it that bad. They just dipped their finger into it.
You know what? I heard it was I don't know if it's true, but I heard it was illegal to actually go into like Shoppers and take a little bit of lotion.
Well, I mean, yeah, technically, I guess it would be considered stealing because you're using some of the product.
I never knew that. It was actually my sister or my dad who told me, like, you're not supposed to do that. It's not a try me.
Well, I mean,
and I was like, really?
I don't think anybody's really gonna like call on you, and you're not gonna actually get in trouble. But if someone sees you that works, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What?"
But how are you supposed to know? Like, you're not allergic to it. It
You read the
smells good.
ingredients.
So that's why you take a little bit of it, you sniff it, and then you rub it on your hands, see if it's a good texture. Because I have rough and very like thick skin on my hands. So I need like a very like heavy cream in order to make my hands still feel like they're lotion. Like I tried so many like chapsticks and other like lotion products, and even for like Vaseline and stuff for my lips. The only thing that works for my lips that I find that helps is Vaseline.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it does actually work very good to like actually fix cracked and dry lips. Other like lip balms and things like that, like
I find it just
help.
covers.
They
No.
help in the meantime, but it doesn't like correct it. Like if your lips are actually chapped, it won't like bring them back to life. It just kind of gets you through the day.
Yeah. Like, do you remember those little egg-shaped lip balms
I
people were
remember
using?
girls had
they
those,
never
yes.
helped my lips.
Yes, I remember girls had those all the time.
Like, it felt like a layer just on my lips. And the more I added, the more I felt like it was just getting too much. Like, do you guys remember that trend where people were trying on like 100 clothes, trying on like 100 different foundations on top of their skin? They were just layering it on. Oh, okay. Well, it was a trend. I don't know when. I think it was like a 2000, I want to say 15, 16 trend, I think it was.
Okay.
Do you guys remember? Let me know if you do.
But yeah, back to The Price is Right. When we made our shirts, I wanted to actually have something on the front and the back. But because we bought a pack of 4 and someone stole 2 of them, we had to decide, okay, which 2 are we going to do? Because, of course, we waited till the very last minute. So we printed our shirts. You had just the basic Price is Right like logo.
Yeah.
And then I used the Price is Right live stage show, which I don't think we actually explained this yet. The live stage show is slightly different. It's like a traveling show, right? They go all over United States. They go all over Canada. And they set up, like here they did it in the hockey arena where like the Ontario Hockey League team plays.
The TD place.
Yeah, that's where it was. But yeah, they set up like on where like the ice would be, but obviously they had stuff over top of the ice. They set up their own little stage, and it was very different from the actual show.
The prizes were okay.
I mean, it is Canadian version.
Yeah.
Every game show in Canada is always less than the United States game shows. I don't know exactly why. I know we don't pay taxes, right? Whatever prize you win, that is your prize. So I get that. However, the prizes were very, very small compared to the actual game show Price is Right that you see, like used to see Bob Barker and
They had Plinko though. They did play Plinko. They
Yep.
did the end of the game where you had to like bid against another person. What was that called again?
Showcase Showdown.
Yes, they had that. What else other game did they have? They had the
Punch a
hiking.
Bunch.
Yeah, they had the hiking guy. Oh, what was it called?
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, they had that one.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was fun to watch. Unfortunately, we didn't get called down.
No.
I really, really wanted to win a car. Like you guys know, for the last couple, like for I think a year now, I've been talking about wanting to get a new car. But I don't want to pay monthly for a car. I don't want to lease it.
When you go from not having payments to being like looking into getting a new car, but then you have to consider, well, shoot, now I'm either going to finance or lease it, and now I'm going to have payments. Like, do I really want to, or should I just run my car down till it actually does not work anymore.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Because I'm not going about. I'm not doing the monthly payments right now.
Yeah, see, like for me, it's an easy decision. I already have a payment, right? I chose to lease my car that I have right now. And if I were to get into something else, it wouldn't really change much. As long as my payment's roughly the same, it doesn't change anything for me.
Yeah.
So it's an easier decision than if I literally had no payments at all.
It was an older gentleman and an older lady that got to do the showcase part of it. And there was a trip to Miami. There was a new car. The car was the Kona.
No, it was a Hyundai Venue.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't even know. Either way, I was just like, a car! I didn't care what kind of car it was. I was just like, please call me, please call me, please call me.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, they did it very different. On the regular show, right, they call 4 people down. One person wins that initial, like, bid offering, whatever, the small prize. And then because they won, then they get to go to the showcase. Or they get to do the wheel thing, right? They get to spin the wheel. Now, the way they did the live stage show, they called 4 people up. One person won. And then those other 3 people didn't get to try again. They had to go sit down. Next time they called a whole 4 new people up. One person won. They got to go on stage for like to play Plinko or the cliffhanger or whatever. And then those people that got called had no relevance at all to the Showcase Showdown, which is totally different than the actual show.
Okay.
The actual show, if you get called up and then you win that initial bid and then you get to play a game, then you get to go to the Showcase Showdown. Oh. Right? So like the way they did it, I understand. It gave a lot more people an opportunity, right? Because there was like 3,400 people, they said, right? There was 3,400 people that actually were there, that checked in, that could have potentially got called up. But anyway, I think the final prize was a trip to Miami. There was 4. There was 2 different trips.
But there was 4 prizes in general.
Yeah, there was 2 different trips. There was the car and then something else. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Wasn't it a trip to Dublin?
No, that was the original guy.
See, that was something different too, what they did. They allowed someone to go on the stage, and if they won that specific prize, a random person in the audience also won that prize. So a girl that went up on stage, she won a trip to Dublin.
No, it was the guy that won the trip to Dublin on stage.
Someone won a trip to Dublin. Boy, girl, it doesn't matter. Someone won a trip to Dublin, and then another random person in the audience, they got called and they also won a trip. And the same thing with money. Oh man, but there was a guy, he was like the first one to go on stage. And he had a chance to win $5,000. I think he just had to like punch.
He was playing Punch a Bunch.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's
and
what it
one of the things that he punched was $1,000.
Yep.
So he took the $1,000, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again."
Yeah. So you punch 4 times, right?
You're better explaining the game, so go ahead, explain.
Well, no, you were having fun. I'll let you continue. I just want to say, like, you had 4 punches, and basically what happens is if you give up that prize, then they pull the next one, right? You've already made your punches. So it can either be a lower or higher prize. So continue.
So what happened was he ended up punching the $1,000 box, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm going to try again. Yep. And then he tried again. And then it went down lower.
Yep.
And then he tried again. It went down lower.
300.
And then it went down again.
To 100.
Yeah, to 100.
And he left with $100.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know, what would you guys do if you had a chance to win $5,000 and the first one that you punched was $1,000? Would you take your chance and keep going to try to win the $5,000, or would you just took in the $1,000 and be like, oh, that's it, I'm taking it?
Yep.
Take the risk or lose the chance.
See, I don't know if it's just me. I know Virgos, they're more analytical and they think in probabilities and things like this, right? So in my head, right away, I would have been like, okay, there's, let's say, 50 different things where I could have punched, right? And I got $1,000. How many of those 50 are actually above
But
$1,000?
see, the audience was screaming, "Take it, take it!" As soon as he said $1,000, everyone was screaming, "Take it!" I was like, "No, keep going!" So I hope he wasn't listening to me.
No, like in probabilities, like you probably have maybe $2,000, maybe a 2,000, you know, maybe a 3,000, maybe a 4,000, and then a 5,000. Like I don't know the exact amount, but you know for a fact that there's a lot more small prizes than big prizes. So the fact that you got one of those near the top prize, take it and run, because the probabilities are not in your favor at that point. Had the first one been $100, $300, whatever, then yes, sure, keep going. I get it. But yeah, probabilities not in your favor. Take the $1,000, run.
Would you take the $1,000 or would you try? Let's be honest. For me, I know I probably would have tried.
Nope, I would not have.
But what would you have done if you won the 5,000? Because you know sometimes they say,
Oh,
okay,
they'll
let's
pull the
see.
rest.
Yeah,
Yep.
sometimes they will pull the rest, and then next thing you know, your one would have been $5,000. Would you have been content, or would you have been like, damn, I should have listened to my gut?
Nope, I would have been happy. Obviously, I would have been like, wow, shoot, that sucks. But at the same time, I'm up $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm up $1,000.
I guess that's where greed plays a
Yep.
part of it, right? The same thing with lottery tickets, right? When you play, you're like, oh man, I had 2 cherries. All I need is one more cherry. I'm gonna try again. How's the buzz, right? When you're doing the little spin machine there.
Oh, the casino slots?
Yeah.
That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
But either way, it was fun. It was great to watch. A little tip, if you've ever watched The Price is Right or any game show, always listen to the audience. The audience, for some reason, they know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you put a whole bunch of minds together, right, the odds are you're going to get majority of the people that end up having the right answer, right? Like there was a game where it was like you had to choose, does it start with this number or end with this number? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think she ended up winning a fridge.
Yeah, she won a fridge and also a lifetime of Ben and Jerry ice cream. And she doesn't even eat ice cream, she said.
Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, no, it was a good experience.
Yeah, it was.
Glad we went. I still would like to eventually, at some point maybe, go to the one that they have. I don't even know where it is. I'd imagine it's in California somewhere.
Is it? I thought it was in Las Vegas for some reason.
No, I don't think so.
No. Well, when I hear Las Vegas, I think of like the games and I think of casinos and things like that. So.
Yeah. But anyway, I would like to go to like the original Price is Right. Another game show that's fun to watch is the one with
Deal or No Deal.
Yes. Who?
My
Wayne
sister
Brady?
went on that show.
Is it Wayne Brady?
Yeah.
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 That would be fun.
Yeah. My sister and her best friend, when they went to, I think it was Las Vegas. I think it was. I think that's where it was. But anyways, she went on that show. She was in the audience too. So, but yeah, that was fun. It was a great experience.
Yeah, that was the Wednesday we went prior to the long weekend, like the Easter weekend.
So how was Easter for you guys? Did you guys do anything interesting? How was Good Friday? Do you know why we don't eat meat on Good Friday?
No. I have heard this story in the past. Someone did tell me it, whether it was actually true or not, I don't remember. But I don't remember what they said. It had something to do with like
Eating the flesh of the body? Because that's one of the stories that I've heard. I don't know. I want to know.
I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons to things that when you think of it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But they're not things you would ever link to it. Like, for example, the reason why in Canada specifically, new cars come out in the fall. The reason for this is because Canada has a lot of farmers, a lot of farming, and Ford specifically, they're like, let's release all our cars, our trucks in the fall because that's when the harvest is. And that's when the farmers have money So then they go buy a new truck.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
That is
like,
a random fact I did not know.
yeah. So like little things you would never associate with each other, but that's the reason why.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hold on. I want to ask Google about the Good Friday thing. Why are we not supposed to eat meat on Good Friday?
According to Wikipedia, abstinence from meat on Fridays is done as a sacrifice by many Christians because they believe that on Good Friday, Jesus sacrificed his flesh for humanity. In the Eastern Orthodox Church, in addition to fasting from food until sundown, the faithful are enjoined to abstain from sexual relations on Fridays as well.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that's
Yeah.
why we're not supposed to eat meat on Fridays,
I know.
on Good Friday.
Yeah, I know a couple people at my work actually are
Fasting?
fasting for Ramadan.
Because you went to Sudbury for Good Friday and then you came back Monday. And then my family, well, some of my family members came down on the Friday and I cooked the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I cooked them all vegan meals. And my mom, she did not like the tempeh and she didn't like my tofu egg rice. Or my egg.
Or the portobello mushroom burgers.
Oh yeah, she hated the portobello mushroom burgers. Like hated, like the face she made. She just spat it right out. She's like, "Nope, not eating this."
No.
But everybody else seemed to have liked it. One thing my mom did say she liked though was the cauliflower.
Wings.
Yeah, the cauliflower wings. She said she really liked those. And my dad loved everything. He was like, "Oh, this is something new." And he was just enjoying it all.
Yeah.
My sister, she kind of enjoyed the cauliflower wings. And she said she can deal with the tempeh, but she didn't. She said she didn't like the tempeh, but she really liked the tofu egg rice.
Okay.
I keep saying egg rice, but it was just tofu eggs, scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
There's actually a book I want to get from Costco. It just came out. I follow this girl on Instagram. She makes... she came up with recipes on how to use scrappy foods. So like,
What's that mean?
So like foods that you're about to throw out because you don't know what to do with them. So she came up with a cookbook. I think it's called Scrappy.
So like stuff that's about to go bad in your fridge and you're just like, shoot, I have to use this.
Yeah,
So
and you don't
just
know what to cook or leftover meals that you don't want to eat no more. She came out with a cookbook. And her Instagram is called Plant EU and her cookbook is called Scrappy Cooking. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like sometimes when I juice, like there's like little the fiber that's left over, the pulp, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? So I just recycle it.
Yeah,
so
you put it into the compost,
I put it in the compost, but like I didn't know what to do with it, and apparently she has recipes on what to do with the little bit of food that you have left.
Okay.
She has little recipes, so I thought it was interesting. So I want to go to Costco and I want to get that book.
I see.
Saves money.
You can't order it online. You sure they have it at this Costco?
Well, the story that she just posted said Costco across Canada. So
okay.
I'm going to check, and either if it's not there or not, like it doesn't bother me. I'll just look somewhere else or continue looking on Pinterest for other recipes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I went home back to Sudbury to visit family for the Easter long weekend. I had the Friday off. I took the Monday off, used one of my lieu days that I banked. So I had technically a 4-day weekend. But yeah, we did some cooking there too. We made a few different meals that like I normally don't make here.
You could make them here. You just don't want to.
But see, like my mom's been on this, like, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. But she's just been having fun looking at different recipes. I guess maybe she found these people on YouTube that she's been watching. And now she's addicted to watching them and trying out their recipes.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's what she was doing in, like, when I went there around Christmas time. She had a bunch of different recipes that she wanted to try out. I must say they were all actually really good meals. Like I said, something different than what I'd normally eat here. But yeah.
You can have pasta, and we've eaten pasta.
Well, yes, but what this one was different because it wasn't like it was a completely homemade sauce, but it wasn't like an Alfredo. It wasn't tomato sauce. It was I don't even know what you would call it, but it was good. It was good. Yeah.
I would like to try to make almond milk.
Almond milk, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen on Instagram there was like this machine. I don't see it as advertised as much, but it was like a little machine. You put the milk in, you put the water in. It's supposed to make the milk for you. But then I also saw another YouTuber just put it in a blender. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try making almond milk.
Well, let me know how it goes.
What do you mean you're gonna be my guinea pig? Right? You're my food critic. You're gonna try things before me.
Yeah, I guess so.
The other day we actually had a snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
It's April.
It's
It was
April.
our last snowstorm.
Supposed to be.
It always. I
Yeah.
feel like every year, we always get that one last big snowstorm, and then it's summer, spring.
It was crazy though, honestly. Like it was snowing really good, and we probably got, I would say, about half a foot of snow. So it wasn't like a lot. But man, was it ever windy.
You thought it was bad?
It was really windy outside.
I thought it was a typical Canada winter storm. Like it was nothing like spectacular or anything like dangerous, like how it was like last year when a lot of people lost power.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. I was expecting
The lights
ice
did
storm.
flicker. I had to reset the clocks.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. It sure did. The power went out for a minute.
I know my parents lost power. I was like, how did you guys lose power? The weather wasn't even that bad.
Yeah. No, it was. It was.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't change my tires. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I got to do my winter, put my summer tires on, take my winters off. But when I do that, unfortunately, I have to do my rear brakes. So I'm not looking forward to it.
See, I wonder if you had, because you changed your tires yourself. So I wonder if you had allowed the dealership to change them. They would have told you about your brakes earlier.
Well,
Instead of now you have to change your brakes.
well, I probably would have waited anyway.
Yeah, but you could have saved up a little bit more money for it. Like you could have planned for it. But now you're like, I have to change my brakes.
Yeah. But see, I
But
get
you could have
deals.
planned for it, is what I'm trying to
I
say.
get deals on parts. I get deals on labor. It's not going to be that much. It's just, I'd rather not have to.
Okay.
Like my last car, I traded it in instead of doing work.
But don't you pay now? Don't you pay more now for your car?
No,
Because you didn't want to do the work for it?
no. When I traded in my car, my last one, I traded it in. They kept me at the same exact payment. But mind you, I went from finance to leasing. So that's why it ended up being the same payment. But regardless,
Are you happy with your car? Because I feel like you're not.
it's okay. It's a good car.
Because you keep looking at cars. So I feel like you're not content with what you have.
I've had it for now 3 years. I'm in my... Hold on.
Aren't you in your fourth year?
I'm in my 4th year. I bought it in 2021. So 21, 22, 23. Now I'm in my 4th year. Yes.
See, for me, I'm okay with driving my old car and I'm okay with having my old cell phone. I feel like I don't need something new when it comes down to technology. Well, that's a lie. You know what? I've been looking at the Peloton guide.
Peloton guide.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the Peloton guide. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, this thing is $300. I should have gotten the Peloton guide before I got the bike. The bike was
See.
over $1,000, but I could have saved up for that even more.
Everyone has like certain things that they're willing to spend money on, right? Certain people are okay with an older phone. They don't care. That's not that important to them. Some people, as soon as a new one comes out, they're buying it.
Yeah.
Right? And then certain people are into more fashion. They always want new clothes and they get rid of their old clothes. You know, like everyone's got their thing. And for you, you want this thing?
Well, it was just a random. Okay, what happened was my screen wasn't turning on for the Peloton bike this morning, so I just did it off my phone. Like I just looked at the app.
And
So
turns
then-
out it wasn't actually the screen.
Yes. So what happened was I was cleaning and I was vacuuming the exercise room, and then I knocked the cord, and the cord kind of came out of the bike. But when I was looking at the bike and investigating like what was going on, I didn't see anything that looked wrong, so I didn't think it was the cords. So then I talked to customer support, and then they told me, "Oh, just unplug everything and then plug it back in." Screen started working again.
Mm.
So then after, I ended up staying on the website, and then I found something called the Peloton Guide, and I was like, oh, what's this? And then I started doing more YouTube research on it. I was like, oh, this seems really cool. I kind of want this. But it was just like a random thing. I'm not going to buy it. It was just something that I was like, oh, this seems interesting.
So what does it do?
Well, it's supposed to look at your form, and you can like participate as a part of the class. So there's a camera, and you can work out with the instructor as well. And as you're working out, it can also show you how well you're doing, let's say with your squats. It counts your reps for you.
Okay.
Like I said, it looks at your form. And that's one of the main things that I've always been insecure about is my form. Like, oh, am I doing this right? How do I look?
Yeah.
And it's cool that it allows you to do that.
And does it help actually, like it tells you kind of you're doing it wrong. Does it help you correct it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
That I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it counts your reps, and I feel like it just seems pretty cool. Why do I want this thing? I don't know. I just intrigued by it right now.
Mm-hmm. It's just something new and cool, and you're into this workout mode.
Yeah. I told you, now that I'm back into it, I went running the other day, and I ran 5 kilometers nonstop.
Yeah.
I didn't stop. Well, I stopped once to tie my shoe, but that was it. And guess how long it took me?
I have no idea. 20 minutes?
No, roughly 35 minutes.
Okay.
Which when I Googled it, because I thought I was pretty slow. So when I Googled it, it actually said it's the average time it takes. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, damn, I got 5K in. Shockingly, I actually didn't think I was going to make it to 5K.
See, like you've
this
been
quick.
using the bike lately.
See, and that's what's been getting my cardiovascular.
Yeah.
Tinky
So
up.
it kept you going, but I'd imagine your legs probably still hurt after doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're using different muscles, totally different muscles, biking and running, right?
But I just pace myself. I use the outdoor Peloton running.
Okay.
And one thing my only con about using the Peloton, it was my first time using the outdoor part of it, like the outdoor, like one of the activities.
So that's just on the app?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have an outdoor. You can do jogging, or you can do like a walking outdoor scene. So it was my first time using that one. The only thing I will say that's a con about using the Peloton outdoors, that instructors I find talk too much.
Okay.
That is my con, and that's it. Because I was running for 32 minutes, and I was like expecting her to say, small little things like, okay, increase your jog, or give it all you need, and just random motivation speeches throughout. But she was talking a lot, this instructor, and I was like, I can't do it. I did end up finishing it, but it was too much.
They might not all be like that, right?
No, I don't think they all are like that. Like I found my instructors that I really, really like. I like
On the
Hannah.
bike?
Yeah, on the bike. I like Hannah. She's a very good bike instructor. I like Adrian. I don't know his last name, but I think his last name is Williams, I think. But anyways, Adrian, I like him for doing like cardio and like weights. And then I think her name was Tunde. She does both. I took her class for the first time today for weights. Like I said earlier, I thought my bike wasn't working, so I used the app on my phone. So I took one of her classes, and I really like those 3 instructors so far. And for meditation, I like Chelsea.
Okay.
I usually do like 5 or 10 minutes meditation, but that's about it. So far, I've found those instructors that I've clinged on to.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been pretty good. Like, I have a pair of jeans. I've only been able to fit into them maybe like twice or 3 times. And I've had these jeans for like 4 years. I think I said this in the last podcast. You guys, I can fit into them very snugly. Is that the right word? What? I don't know if snugly. Snugly still seems tight. I'm able to still fit into them, and I'm not like
You don't have to suck in the entire day just because you want to wear them.
Yes, yes. That's what I mean. Like I feel
Yeah.
feel good. I think I said that in the last podcast. So
you
yeah,
doing, Trumpet?
I've been feeling pretty good about myself lately, and I think I said this in the last podcast or the podcast before that, where we talked about going to the spa, and I felt very confident on putting on a swimsuit, and I felt really good. So that's kind of like what's keeping me going. And summertime's coming, and I want to wear cute little crop tops and things like that. So yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to lately. What we did for the long weekend. You spent time with your family. I spent time with mine. Let us know what you guys did.
I also picked up some garbage from the lake area.
Oh, yeah?
So you guys, one of my goals this year was to clean up the lake area. So right around the corner where we live, there's I don't want to say a lake. What is it?
It's like a little...
What is it? I don't want to say lake. What is it?
It's kind of like a little pond almost.
Yeah.
Like it's like just a little man-made pond that kind of has like a little walking path around, and then there's a park area, tennis courts and things like that, right? But
where we live, it's super windy, and a lot of the time, definitely on garbage day or blue box day,
always wants to be windy that specific day.
Yeah, and nobody picks up their recycling scraps, I guess, once the wind takes it. As soon as it blows off their property, no one cares.
Yep.
So it got blown into like the pond, and I went on Monday, Easter Monday, and I kind of just started picking up garbage.
Yeah.
I said I was only going to do 2 hours. It took me 4 hours, and I came up with 6 or 7 extra large garbage bags, which is insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of garbage. But yeah, like some of it is in the pond itself.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the edge of the pond, there's like, I don't know what type of grass or...
It looks like a wheat.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but yeah, it's on like the edge of the water. So like you were able to grab a lot of it that was trapped up in that, and that didn't make its way into the water.
I just grabbed the bigger pieces. Yeah. That's all I can do. Because if I started like really going into detail and picking up the small little things, I would never have left.
Yeah.
There was so much garbage there.
I know. And like if you look still, it's like...
It looks like I didn't even touch it.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, we called the city, and
And other people have said that they've tried calling too, but they still, I don't know why, are not coming to do anything about it.
But here's the thing. Is it the city should be cleaning it up, or is it the people that live in the neighborhood that should be cleaning it up? Because it is our garbage, technically, at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're right. It's not their responsibility to clean up our stuff. So yes, I get it. And like you kind of explained, it blows out of someone's recycling bin, which, okay, it happens. But then let's say the next day after garbage day, you still see it in someone's lawn, and you know, like they left their house, they came back home, you know, they went to work and back, but they just leave it sitting on their lawn. And then the next like super windy day, it just blows off their lawn, and they're like, oh, okay, it's gone now.
Our neighbor, for the last 3 weeks now, he's had the same garbage on his lawn. And I know he's been home. I know he sees it because I seen him in the window looking out. Why hasn't he picked it up? I don't know. A part of me just wants to go onto his lawn and pick it up. But I was like, I don't want to trespass on this man's property. So I kind of just left it there. Now, should I have picked it up? I don't know.
So basically what you're saying is you're mad at him for not picking it up, but you're doing the same thing by not going to pick it up, even though you've noticed it.
No, I don't want to go on his property to pick it up because I don't want him to think I'm trespassing. He has a doorbell camera, and I don't want him to be like, why is this girl on my lawn?
But he'll see that you just picked up the garbage. That's it. And then you walked away.
So am I in the wrong? Should both parties be able to pick up the garbage then?
Yes.
But why should I have to pick up his garbage?
You shouldn't have to.
See, and that's why the lake is littered.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to pick up the garbage because it's always somebody else's garbage. Yeah. But anyways, that's my little rant for today.
But yeah, I mean, we like if there's stuff on our lawn, I always try to pick it up if I see it. Like always, like it's your lawn. Like what are you doing? Why are you just leaving it there?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Yeah, that's our little rant. That's something that's been bothering me. I had to let it off my chest. Is the fact that the city isn't helping prevent littering.
Yeah. And like it's a new area, new development, and there's no garbages anywhere. Like there's literally one garbage all the way at the end of the park.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, when I was picking up the garbage, this lady and her boyfriend stopped me. She's like, I called the city and I told them we need more garbages. But thing is, even on a windy day, and you do go to that end of that garbage where I see a lot of people dropping their dog poop in and kids leaving their food in that garbage, they still don't pick it up regularly. Like I've seen it overflowing, and next thing you know, the animals get to it, and then the food and the dog poop bags, everything is all over the park.
But is it only overflowing because there's only one there? If there was like, let's say 5 throughout this entire walking path, maybe the garbage would be spread out. They can come once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it'd be fine.
Yeah. But the thing is, garbage day is every 2 weeks. And my only concern about the amount of garbage that there is, I personally believe that no matter how close some people are to the garbage, they will still just throw it at their convenience. Because we've seen it. Remember when we went to the gas station and this man, he had a Tim Hortons cup? And the garbage was literally right next to his car. Now instead of
out his door,
and just drove away. I'm like, all you had to do was get out your car and throw out the garbage. It's literally right there.
I mean, there are a lot of decent people out there. There are, right? So now, if the garbage is 200 feet away, they're going to be like, well, I don't want to pick this up and carry it all that way.
Yeah.
If the garbage is 10 feet away, they're going to see it. They're going to pick it up, throw it out. Right? So, like, a lot of people will be good enough or nice enough to pick it up if there's a garbage nearby.
Yeah.
But if they have to go, like, super far out of their way, they're going to be like, I want to pick it up, but I also don't want to walk that far to go throw it out.
Yes.
Right?
And
so
another thing about the convenience thing is with the city, or I don't know if it's a city or if it's all of Ontario that's doing this whole garbage every 2 weeks.
yeah.
Some people are getting those barrels, and I see them. They have like 5 or 6 big garbage bags, and because the city's only picking it up every 2 weeks, and now they have a limit of 3 garbage bags. This guy had like 6 garbage bags or maybe 7. And he didn't know what to do with it. So at nighttime when I was walking Trumpet, I saw him. He had a barrel and he was walking by that lake area that I was cleaning up. And he dumped one of his garbage. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and he dumped one of his garbages in the lake, like full bin. And that's one of the garbages that I had to pick up from the lake. And I'm thinking to myself, like, is it really helping the environment by picking up the garbage every 2 weeks, which I don't know why they're doing. That's my intake, is that they think they're helping the environment by doing this,
They think
or is
people are
it
gonna
making
use
it
less
worse?
garbage or something. Like, no, people are going to produce the same amount of garbage.
Yes,
It doesn't make a difference.
and now they're trying to dispose. And now people are like, well, how do I dispose of this myself? Because I don't want my house, my garage, or I don't want to attract this house flies to my house.
Ants, houseflies,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Right? Because then that creates more problems. So people are just trying to find random spots to dump it. And this guy, he dumps it right next to the lake. Now, is he right or is the city wrong? Like, who's right in that instinct? No, for real. Like, clearly that guy's wrong because he shouldn't be dumping his entire, like, 35 extra large freaking liter garbage bag by the lake. But it's like, why are we picking up garbage every 2 weeks?
Yep. No, I agree.
And then, like, you know those big garbage dispose bins that companies are using, like Tim Hortons? Now they have signs put up where it's saying that you can't
use them.
Yeah, you can't use them. Like, it's not open to the public, it's only open to that specific company. And I get that, but there was one next to my work that didn't actually have the sign. And then people were driving up and dumping their excess garbage into that bin.
And then it fills up too fast before
Yeah.
it's scheduled to be picked up, right?
And then the seagulls get to it. You can just imagine how messy
Yep.
that entire parking lot is once the seagulls get to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a hard battle to win.
I don't know. That's just my rant about what's happening here in Canada right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us something good about you guys.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
probably going to end this podcast. You're going to get a
Yes.
haircut, and
I'm
I
going
want
to
to
get
go
a
to
haircut.
Costco so I can get that book,
Yeah.
that cooking book.
Okay. But yeah, hope you guys had a good long weekend. Hope you guys are excited for the spring. It is starting to get nice out. Even though we did have that snowstorm, we are supposed to get some really nice weather.
Oh, it's supposed to be
coming
in
this
double
week.
digits.
Yes, so I am very excited. Very, very excited.
Me too.
That summer vibes, you know.
It hits different.
It
like
does.
the day before the snowstorm happened, there were so many kids at the park, and you heard the kids yelling. You heard like the ball bouncing. People were playing basketball. It's a different kind of energy, you know, that summer brings. And I love hearing the little kids scream at the park and playing tag and whatnot. It's I don't know. I love it. I love living next to the park just to hear that fun joy noise from kids.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. Winter is decent. It's nice. You know, the snow is nice and things like that. But summer is just, I don't know. I don't think there's anything better. But anyway, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos. And leave us a comment. Anything you want to let us know how your weekend was, what you guys are up to, any plans for the summer, anything you guys think of. Conversation does not end with just me and Amelia. It also includes you guys too. So we'd like to hear from you guys, and we'll start a little conversation if you leave us a comment, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it for this one, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you in 2 weeks, guys. Peace.